Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm doing a how I stay productive video. Now I'm someone who currently I'm studying for the MCAT and then I'll be starting medical school hopefully in the summer, but right now I only work out of my house about 2 days of the week. So the rest of the time I have to devote and set a schedule for myself to actually stay studying and to actually do my work. I just graduated college, so right now I'm trying to figure my life out, and staying productive is the only way that I can really get things done. You know, making this routine for myself is the only way that I can get things done. So what I first do is when I wake up in the morning, I try to wake up around the same time every day. 8 is kind of a medium point. Sometimes it's 7:30, sometimes it's 8:30, but I don't usually get it past 8:30 because I want to start my day and get things going and everything like that. And I'm not someone who can stay up very late. I'm very much so a morning person. So honestly, a lot of times I wake up a lot earlier than that too, but it just depends. And one thing that I really like to do when I wake up is, I'm religious, so if you're not, you don't have to do this, but I like to wake up and thank God that I'm alive and for the things that I'm thankful for, and that really sets a positive tone to my day. So I really appreciate that. The next thing that I do is I make my bed, and I make my bed as soon as I can because that makes me not want to get back into bed, and I really hate making a bed and then getting on it and like ruining it. So I'll just move to my desk, or if I'm going to take time to rest and do something before I get to work, I will sit on my couch, but I won't sit on my bed, and that sitting on my bed definitely leads to me being lazy and unproductive. Next, my favorite part of the morning is making some coffee. Now I really love coffee. I just make it with a little bit of almond milk and a little bit of sugar because I like it light and sweet, and yeah, and then I go ahead and I get started. So that's my treat for the morning, and I'm not usually hungry once I wake up, so I give myself a little bit of time. And while I'm making my coffee, I give myself a few minutes while it's brewing, to check social media, text my whoever I want to text, and yeah, and like say good morning and all that stuff. The next thing I do is I come upstairs and I get dressed. So I'll get dressed, and doing that makes me feel like I'm not just gonna sit in my sweatpants or my pajamas all day. Getting dressed makes me feel a little bit more productive. It makes me more likely to do work because I feel ready. Like, okay, I'm ready to take on the day. I'm ready to do the things I need to do. And then I start doing work. So for me, work is studying for the MCAT, and I have a few big books, and what I do is I read through the sections and I take notes, and it takes kind of a long time. I try to do it for quite a few hours in the day when I can because it's a really big exam and I'm trying to do the best that I can in it, and I have about 2 months left, just under 2 months left, which is really scary before I take it. So then another tip is that I only eat when I'm hungry. So once I start getting hungry, I will take a break from my studying or whatever I'm doing, and I will go and make myself some breakfast. Now for breakfast, I try to eat something pretty filling. I'll usually do like eggs, and I like turkey bacon and some toast, and then I'm set for probably 5 hours. I don't get hungry that often, so like that's really helpful. And while I'm making breakfast, that's a little break too, so that makes me feel good because I'm not constantly doing work. So then my next big tip is to work until a set time every day. So for most people, they finish work around 5. So I like to do 5:30, and then after 5:30, I don't want to work anymore for the day. I want to relax and unwind or do the other things that I like to do. For me, cleaning and having a clean space is absolutely essential for being productive. If I have a cluttered environment, then I feel kind of lazy. I don't want to do anything. So I like to vacuum, do my laundry, do the dishes, anything like that, or clean up my room if I've made it messy during the day. So that really helps me get into the productive headspace again. And then the biggest tip that I have is to stay hydrated. I find that I don't know if it's just my brain making me think this, but I like to drink ice water throughout the day, and I use my Lilac Hydro Flask. It's my favorite thing in the world. So I fill it up maybe 6 times a day. Really, I drink a lot of water, and I think that helps me keep a clear head. It helps me stay motivated, and it also helps prevent from snacking because I'm constantly like drinking something, or I guess putting something into my mouth, so it feels like, oh, I am snacking. It's just like a little tip, you know. But that also helps because in the morning when I wake up, I don't feel super groggy. I feel hydrated, And I think staying hydrated is a great way to stay productive, because then you feel better, and when you're dehydrated you just don't feel as well. You have low energy, you know, your skin's not great, and everyone hates when you say that a good way to help your skin is to stay hydrated, but it really is a good way. And I just feel so much better when I drink a lot of water, and then I feel like ready to do stuff. And then my last tip is to have a set night routine. So what I like to do is, after I say goodnight to my parents and everything, or I get off the phone with my boyfriend, I come upstairs and I read something for a little bit. Either I read or maybe I play my Switch. I like to play Luigi's Mansion, and I will be playing Animal Crossing as soon as it comes out. I'm so excited for that. So I like to do that, kind of wind down for the night, drink a lot of water. I love to do that, and I'm the kind of person who can, like, coffee has no effect on me, so I like to drink it before bed because it kind of makes me I guess wind down. It's like a nice warm beverage, but I won't drink too much because I like to watch my caffeine consumption. So yeah, and I have a little prayer thing that my friend got me. It's a little tin where you can write down it has little mini pieces of paper. It's from Francesca's, and I just write down things that I'm thankful for. I like to say a prayer before I go to bed, and that usually I fall asleep at the end of the prayer or during the prayer, because that's when I'm truly winding down. I'm having my conversation with God, and if you don't follow any kind of religion or you don't like that, you certainly don't have to do it. It's just how I feel good for myself, and then I feel like I did what I needed to during the day, and I get to kind of think about my day, like, what did I do, what did I get done, what was I supposed to do but didn't get done, and then I can think about that, and I'll save that for the morning so I know what I need to do for the next day. And I really like to plan out my next day at night or in the morning of. And my last tip is to get a really good night's sleep. So I like to be in bed by 11, usually 10, but the latest I'll do is like 11. I really can't stay up past 11. I'm too much of an early bird for that. But yeah, those are my tips. I really hope that helps you. These are the things that help me stay kind of on track when I feel like I don't have something that I'm doing every single day. While I was in college, I had something to do all the time. I was up at 5 a.m. every day and in bed by like 8 or 9, so that my day had a lot more structure. But this helps me add more structure to a day when I am not out and about in the world, and I really appreciate that. So I hope you guys appreciate my tips. If you can think of any more, definitely leave them down below. I'd really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!